morning. I think you're wonky. Hang on. Now you're straight but dipped. I think that's it. Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's car boot haul video. It is Sunday. I have done 2 car boot sales this morning and I have a small haul from each of them. Both of them were very small. It's Father's Day here in the UK and I think that has affected the number of people who were doing a car boot sale today. But also we were forecast for thunderstorms and they're not forecast until mid-afternoon, but I think it put people off doing a car boot this morning. So both of my car boot sales were smaller than you might expect at this time of year. But I still done okay. So this is the stuff from Trench Lane. These two were £1 for the 2 and they are cubes that I'm going to put into my Kallax units, but they are from Habitat. Habitat is sold in Sainsbury's and Argos now, I believe. I'm hoping that they are standard size. Only one way to find out, Mark. They are standard size. I didn't need them as such, I just wanted them because they were spotty and they cheered me up this morning. And they were 2 for £1, so why wouldn't you really at that price? But they don't have a little handle to pull them out with, unlike the IKEA ones, which are the ones that I have are IKEA ones, and they have a lip that you pull them out with. So that's the only drawback really. 2 of those for £1 though, can't grumble at that. And a free bit of grass look from the field. And from the same seller, and a Stella Bartlett little slip purse. It's about the size of a passport cover. Whether a Stella Bartlett markets them as a passport cover or not, I don't know. But yeah, just a little flat zip wallet. It's got a grubby mark on the back there, which I'm hoping we can remove with the wonders of wet wipes. Bear with. The wonders of wet wipes hasn't made much of a dent in that, but I think it's slightly better than it was. I don't want to rub too hard. Possibly a little bit of elbow grease spray on the cloth. But yeah, that was 50p. £3 for a Radley purse. It is in its dust bag. It's quite a nice one. It is the In Stitches purse. It is a little bit on the grubby side and it has a tiny bit of damage at one corner. But apart from that, it's not got any damage inside. It also doesn't have £50 inside, sadly. I have never ever found a purse with a load of money. It does have 3 tiny micro SIM cards. I just dropped one. 3 micro SIMs. Could be full of people's private details, couldn't they? They've gone in the bin. But yeah, no monies, I don't think. No monies. But yeah, £3 for that one. Quite a nice little purse. Lovely colours on the inside. Nice pink and blues on the inside, and with its original dust bag, so you know, mustn't grumble at that. How many times will I say mustn't grumble or happy with that during this video? I paid £1 for a little willow tree ornament. This one is Surrounded by Love. She also had sisters, but one of the sisters had a missing hand. She only wanted 50p for it, but with a missing hand it was not going to be much good to anyone. So that is Surrounded by Love. There was a chap doing DVDs 3 for £1 and he was including his box sets in that. So I've got Weeds 1 and 2 and 3. So that's 1 and 2 in there, and then there's 3. And then I've got the League of Gentlemen Box of Delights. They won't sell for very much, but they cost me 33p each, so they don't need to sell very much at that price. These are Nike Future Run, I think they're called. Ooh, that one's on the floor. Nike Air Future Run 2 they are, and they are filthy. They are filthy. They're going to require some work to bring them up to code, but apart from being dirty, they are in good condition. They have no wear. They've not got holes here on the back of the heel where you quite often find holes. They're just grubby. So they're going to go probably through the washing machine, or possibly just for a little soak in a bucket in the garden. We'll see. We'll see. A Babyliss Big Hair, the rotating brush, this was £2, does come with quite a lot of free hair, so that again is going to require some work before it's ready for resale. And then the only other thing from Trench Lane was 2 Hobbs dresses. Lady wanted £3 each. I did try to be cheeky and see if she'd do 2 for £5. She said she would, but not until 11 o'clock, and this was 8:20. So I thought I'm not going to wait around for 2 3/4 hours to save myself £1. They are a size 12. This one is just a fit and flare kind of A-line short sleeve. And then this one I think is either silk or artificial silk. Lovely red and black floral. Is this one also a 12? It is also a 12. Red and black floral. Again, fit and flare. Is it silk? Let's have a look. Where's me info? It is 100% silk. 100% silk. So, not bad for £3 each. It was cheeky of me to try and offer 2 for a £5, but that's what you do. Okay, that's it from Trench Lane. I'll be back in 2 seconds with the Easter Compton stuff. And I'm back. This is the stuff from the Trench Lane car boot sale. No, it's not. That's a lie. This is the stuff from the Easter Compton car boot sale. First thing I bought when I arrived, I think, was these trainers, and they were £2. So 2 pairs of Nikes in one day. These are the Nike Dual Fusion 2 women's runners. They are only a size 3.5, so they are for people with little feet, not people with massive great hoofers like mine. But they're much cleaner conditioned than the other pair. These will not require much work on them at all, just a quick scrub up really. So yeah, they were £2. Quite why I branched out into trainers this week, I don't know. But you buy what you buy. £2 for this M&S boutique sleep set. It is really rather nice. Star print pyjamas in a size 14. You get the pyjamas and the eye mask, and they were originally £35. I don't know if you can see that. It's a £35 pyjama set, and I paid £2 for that, so that was nice. £1 for a Tupperware buffet tray. I've sold one of these a week before last, so that should be a very simple relist. £1 for that one. This is the stuff from Steve and Sarah. I got a swim vest. I'm not sure who Anxious the Elephant is. Does anybody recognise that from a regular, is it a recognised character from a TV programme? Don't know. Anxious is a strange thing to put on the front of a swim vest, but I suppose parents do get anxious. So. There's that one. And then also, I paid £7 altogether. So the swim vest, this Disney Minnie Mouse bowl, this Emma Bridgewater flower tin to go with my Emma Bridgewater flower tin collection, an Emma Bridgewater tray, slightly dented, not in pristine condition, and these Babyless straighteners, which are the ones I used to own myself. I think they look familiar. £7 for all of that, so that's all good. £2, nearly done. Going to be a short one today. £2 for this Kath Kidston. This is a buggy bag, and the lady who sold it to me, I don't know, she's there every week, and somebody must have given it to her to sell, because she said, oh, that's one of those bags that you take on holiday, you open it up and it's for your travel stuff. It really isn't. It's a buggy bag, and the reason you know it's a buggy bag is because it has these straps, one either side, and they go on the handles of your pram or pushchair, so this hangs towards you. She wanted £2 for that one. And then these were £1 for the two, and these are vintage Harry Potter Churchill mugs. So you've got Harry catching the golden snitch on that one, and then you've got, what's this scene from? I think it's where they're making the polyjuice potion. I think they're making the polyjuice potion in that one. So these are from the first couple of films, I'd say, possibly all from the first film. No, the polyjuice potion isn't the first film. The polyjuice potion is the second film, or second book. So anyway, they're early ones. They were quite nice, 2 for £1. They'll probably go for upwards of £10 each, maybe more. So every time I bend down and come back up, the light changes, so I'm having to wait for it to catch up with me. I paid £7 for these, and that may or may not turn out to be a bit of a dud. They are vintage. This one was in there as well. It's a Billy Bunter book. I will read that before selling it on. And then these are vintage Noddy books, but they're not completely vintage. So I mean, they're well, what year counts as vintage now? Some of them have barcodes, which tells you they are newer than others. This is slightly more vintage and still has its dust cover, but the dust cover is a little bit battered. Copyright 1955, but this edition isn't printed in 1955, I don't think. They may not turn out to be a particularly good buy at the price I paid. I said they were £7. This is a 1986 reprint. So if we assume that the rest of them are around about the same time, you can see the difference. Oh, I've got 2 copies of You Funny Little Noddy. You can see the difference in the titles. So this one, these ones then have the different title and the background fading on the title. The background highlighting even on the titles. And they're all the same, and this is the only one that isn't. So I don't know. I did have a quick look before I bought them to give myself a vague idea of whether to bother, but I don't think that's where my million is coming from. But I am awfully pleased to have a new Billy Bunter to read. I don't think I've read this one. I've read an awful lot of Billy Bunters, but I don't think I've read this one. So, Billy Bunter and the Man from South America. And then, the last purchase, I did get Anthony a box of cards, but he's got them downstairs. They're not up here. They were from the same seller as this stuff. I always pick up, if I see it, unusual looking games. This is HMS Dolores, a game by Bruno Faiduti and Eric M. Lang, published by Asmodee, and it's called HMS Dolores. Did I just say that? I think I just said that. Solds vary from a £5 to 15 quid. So that was, how much was this? I think it was £1. I think that was £1. From the same seller, this was definitely £1, a Land of Nod sleep set. This has the eye mask, pillow spray and balm. Catan dice game. That's another tenner's worth. That was 50p. And that's it. I thought, because my Billy Bunter book was underneath it, I thought I still had another thing to show you. That's it. The Catan dice game. Again, like I said, quite worth having. Funny car boot this morning. Like I said, the atmosphere is weird. The pressure is weird because I think we're due this thunderstorm. Everybody was a bit off kilter and not really with it, me included. That's it. That is the haul and all of the haul. As always, here's the bit that you can recite with me. If you've seen anything in this video that floats your boat, there's an email address in the description box below. Do get in touch. I'm done. I'm going to go and chill out for a bit. And hopefully this weather will break soon. Although you shouldn't really wish for rain, but hopefully the weather will break soon and then we'll all feel a bit more normal. Take care. See you soon. Bye for now.